welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about holiday breakfasts. They're easy to make, they're good for you, and they taste delicious. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to see lots more healthy recipes, and let's just jump right in. So the first thing we are making are these eggnog pancakes. To make them, I'm starting off by adding in some baking soda to some almond flour. Baking soda just really helps get them nice and fluffy. I'm adding in a pinch of Himalayan salt as well as some coconut milk. You can sub this for any other nut milk, so an almond milk or cashew milk as well. And then I'm adding in half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to the milk. Now this is going to help kind of culture the milk, almost kind of like a buttermilk, but a vegan style. So you kind of stir that together and set that to the side while we get the rest of our ingredients ready. Then I'm adding in a couple tablespoons of coconut oil to our flour and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness. Then I'm going to be adding in a little bit of vanilla extract as well as some nutmeg. Nutmeg really helps to give it the eggnog flavor because that is the most predominant spice in eggnog. Of course, for the eggnog, we're going to also need some egg in this, and then we're just going to stir that all together until you get like a nice pancake batter. Once that's all combined, then we're going to be adding in our nut milk or coconut milk that we had with the apple cider vinegar. And this is just so you don't activate it too much and it gets nice and fluffy when we cook them on our pan. So just mix that together until your batter is smooth, and then I heated up a pan to medium heat with a little bit of avocado oil so that it doesn't stick, and I cook it till there's bubbles and then just flip. And then once they're done, you can stack them up. I found that this recipe made 2 meals for me, or 2 breakfasts, or if you're making it for multiple people, that works too. I topped it with a little bit of ghee as well as some pomegranate seeds, which are festive, but also they make a nice light red color and they taste good with the pancake. Next up, I am making some peppermint donuts. So I'm starting off with some coconut oil, and then I'm going to be adding in an egg, and then all you have to do is whisk those two together until that it's nice and smooth. And just don't heat up the coconut oil too much because you don't want your eggs to cook in the coconut oil. So only heat it up until it's just melted. Add in your 3 eggs, and then we're going to add in some vanilla as well as some peppermint extract, and both of these give a really nice flavor. I did about a teaspoon for each of them. If you want less peppermint, you can always do half a teaspoon and just do it to your taste. So whisk that all together, and then I'm going to be adding in some cacao. You can use cocoa or cacao. I just have cacao on hand, and you're going to need half a cup and add that to the batter. And then I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is a less refined sugar, so it's great to use in recipes, as well as a teaspoon of baking soda, which is going to help these donuts rise. Then I'm adding in almond flour. It's rich in vitamin E, it's got protein, it's got fats. It's a great flour to use in baking. Definitely one of my staples. I do get a lot of questions as to where I get my almond flour, and I do get it at Costco because you get a really great value. And you can also buy Kirkland on Amazon, which is really cool. So if you don't belong to Costco, you can still get a pretty decent price on it on Amazon. And then I'm just using a bag to kind of pipe it into the donut molds. If you don't have a donut mold, you can easily make peppermint donuts with this. While those are baking, I'm going to crush up some candy canes. I like the one from Wholesome brand because they don't use any dyes or high fructose corn syrup. I get them at Whole Foods, and they're just made with better ingredients. So once those are crushed up and we melt some dairy-free chocolate, I'm going to add in just a little bit of peppermint to the dairy-free chocolate as well so that we can make a nice glaze. And then you just have to dip the donuts into the glaze and then set them on a piece of parchment paper, sprinkling on a little bit of the crushed candy canes on the top so that they can stick to the chocolate while it's melted before it cools. And that way they will stay stuck on for the whole time. So just go ahead and dip all of your donuts in and continue on with the crushed candy canes on the top. And they turned out so delicious. They're so easy and festive, and they're the perfect thing to make this holiday season for breakfast. Lastly, we are making this gingerbread granola. So I'm starting off with a couple cups of nuts and seeds. So I used a mix here. I used almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, and you can use whatever favorite nuts that you have or whatever seeds. So you can do sunflower seeds, walnuts, pecans. You can do just one or just the other. So mix it up how you like. And then I'm adding in some coconut. Now you want to do shredded coconut, not the giant flakes, and adding that into the bowl. And then I'm putting in some cinnamon and some nutmeg and some ginger and some clove. And all of these spices are the ones that are in gingerbread spice normally. So you really get that gingerbread flavor. So adding all of those in, adding in a tablespoon of maple syrup, and then you just have to stir that together until it's nice and combined. I'm putting that on my silicone baking sheet, and I'm going to bake that at 350 for 25 minutes. And then you will have this wonderful granola that you can snack on its own. You can put on yogurt or on smoothies, whatever you want this season. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your favorite breakfast in this video down below. I think mine might be the eggnog pancakes because they're so delicious and easy to make, but they're festive, and you can make a bunch of them and freeze them and have them during the week, so it's super easy. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.